All right, looks like we're good, Nina.
All right, I'm waiting to see it pop up inside of the Facebook group. And it looks like we are live. I think we should let a couple of people roll in because we had a lot of interest both via SMS and also inside of Facebook. So, do you want to do a quick introduction, JP, of who we are and what we're going to be covering today? And then we'll hop into the actual welcome and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so welcome everybody to the live today. We do these every Thursday. Usually it's more of a podcast style in the community here. The community's been growing amazing. This is pretty much full organically grown over the past couple of years. And it's super great to have all of you in the community. We focus on getting predictable clients here that are super high quality at scaling lean. And the way we do that is through automated systems, congruent copywriting, and paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram. So I know we have a ton of value to drop to you today, and we've prepared a bit of a slideshow. And like Nina said, people are filing in. We did get a um, bunch of people putting their hands up for this marketing workshop. So it's going to be a super awesome day. I'm just going to drop the link for those of you that did indeed say you were coming to the event, into the live event. So you get a notification there because we didn't connect this one. So no big deal there. But yeah, let me drop that in real quick, Nina, just so folks know the link, how to get to the live event, and then you can open it up.
Yeah, for sure. So, a couple things. We're going to do a little bit different today. We put together a nice slideshow for you, as JP mentioned, and it's going to be workshop style, excuse me. So instead of just typically like how we do it, where we just rip on a topic, we put together slides, we put together really outcomes of what you can do and tangible things that you can really use inside of your Conversion Pro, Go High Level automated system, whatever you're using right now. We're going to talk about conversion market. It's a conversion market workshop. So we're really just talking about creating high converting sales funnels. We're going to go from there. So JP, if you want to pull up that slideshow, we have 4 people that are already in the room. A couple of people should be trickling in here and there. We sent out an email, we sent out the SMS because there was a lot of traction, and we'll start now, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get that sharing, Nina. And first off, drop a comment and let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know what you're super excited about. I know we did put out a blast, and we always love to get the feedback and really shape this. So open Q&A format. If you have any questions, comments along the way, definitely drop those in. So yeah, Nina, let me dial in the.
Yeah. And also let us know where you're tuning in from because we've had people from around the world tune in. We have clients from around the world, Germany, Australia. We had clients in Thailand, America, and a lot of people from Canada. So where are you guys coming from? I know MX is here. He's tuning in from UK, which is pretty awesome as well.
Yeah, so let me just make sure that this is indeed showing on the live. It's gonna, can you see it, Nina, or no?
1 second. It's like a 5 minute second delay. I don't see it now.
All right. Yeah, it's showing. I see it.
Okay. It just popped up. All right.
Yep.
So again, welcome everyone. We got a little bit of late tricklers here. We're really excited to have you here today for the conversion marketing workshop, where we're really just going to dive deep into creating high converting sales funnels. But before we jump into the strategy and the tactics, I want to ask a question. And this is interactive too, like please feel free to answer. Are you feeling overwhelmed by the sheer amount of time and energy it takes to manage your marketing manually? If you're like thousands of business owners that JP and I connect with on a yearly basis, um, you might be feeling a little bit stuck in the cycle of constant effort with little to no things to show for it. You're spending countless hours to keep up with your marketing tasks, sending emails, following up with leads, managing social media, analyzing data, only to feel like you're treading water and you're really sporadic and chaotic with your energy. I know that we've been there. Like, let's be honest, it's exhausting. You're working harder and harder, energy sometimes feels split, and you're spending so much time inside of your business, but you're not seeing the results you know that your business is capable of achieving. Client results might be suffering, sales might be lower than normal, and even just lead generation in general. So if that does resonate with you, drop a 1 because we do want to see who's kind of struggling with this before we get too deep into it.
Yeah.
Awesome. The truth is, though, that not automating your marketing process is costing you more than just time. It's costing you money, it's costing opportunity, and it's costing growth. And every time a lead strips slips through the cracks because there's no automated follow-up, there's potential revenue loss. Every time you spend hours on manual tasks that could be automated, that's time you could have spent strategizing, selling to prospects, or even just growing your business. And perhaps worst of all, it's costing you peace of mind. I know it did when we didn't have a lot of things automated inside of Business JP. I remember it was like I would wake up in panic of like what needs to be done next. The constant worry of missing something critical is really frustrating. And you're watching your competition get ahead of you, and you're watching the automations and whatnot. And let me tell you, like every time, this is like something that we've known from experience. I used to be in the state that every single time I heard a Slack notification go off, my cortisol levels would spike through the roof. And don't be that person. Learn from our experiences. JP, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Yeah, I can totally resonate with that. And that's really what we're focused in on here at Scaling Lean and what's really worked for us over the years. And I believe the market is really shifting in that direction as well, Nina, right? Instead of having to really hunt and chase, really having a self-nurturing machine that really attracts clients into your ecosystem, right? I know we're going to share a lot of different tactics, conversion tactics that have worked for us in the past, in the coming moments here. So definitely drop a comment below. Let us know which funnels that you're currently using, which systems that you're currently using, and what tactics that you've used in the past and strategies. Are you more of the hunter or are you more of the attraction business owner? Because again, we believe the market's definitely heading in more of that attraction-based marketing where you put the value forward, like the many experts are saying, like Alex Hormozi and people like that, where the clients are needing more content to be nurtured and valued before making that ultimate buying decision.
Yeah, it's the give before you ask model, right? Give, give, give.
Totally.
The bigger the give, the bigger the ask.
Yep.
Awesome. Now I want to turn it over to our audience. I have a couple of questions or just putting you in a frame of mind of what automation can do for you. So just imagine for a moment what it would be like if your marketing processes were automated. I'm talking about from lead generation into your conversion focused side of getting clients onto a phone call or to checkout, and even the onboarding process, whether it's high ticket, low ticket, etc. What if every lead was nurtured with the perfect message at the perfect time without you having to lift a finger? Really sit with that. Like, what would that feel like? What if your sales funnel was not only built to convert, but optimized and fine-tuned by automation, ensuring that every single prospect is guided seamlessly towards a purchase? We're talking about SMS is automated, emails are automated, case studies and testimonials are being sent out, the right content in front of the right eyes at the right time. What if instead of spending your time on repetitive tasks like the emailing, like the follow-up, you can focus on the bigger picture, scaling your business, driving and delivering new ideas, and finally just achieving that growth that you've been working so hard for, whether it's a 10K month, a 20K month, or just predictability of like sales every single month. The good news is all of this is possible through automation. It's exactly what we're going to be covering today in this workshop. We're going to show you how to create sales funnels that's not only going to convert, but also to do them on autopilot, what it looks like, and yeah, the automated strategies that we've been using, not only high ticket, but low ticket and all types of funnels inside of the ecosystem of Scaling Lean. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear understanding of how to leverage automation to free up your time, increase your efficiency, and drive more revenue into your business. So I'm going to pass it over to you, JP.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we went into a little bit of in the beginning of the live today, we're Jonathan Florensky and Nina Brennan from Scaling Lean. We're the business partners and founder of the company that has started back in the end of 2022. And up to this point in our careers, I guess you'd say, or growth, we've generated multiple 7 figures online and helped our clients generate. Also, we've done virtually every different model, and we've tested a lot of different strategies from challenge funnels, webinar funnels, VSL funnels. We've done TikTok, where we were doing 5 to 7 videos a day. We've done Instagram. We've done YouTube. We've done group strategy. We've done, virtually everything, right? And during this slideshow here, the introduction of conversion marketing, we're going to just really cover the intricacies of high converting sales funnels and what we've learned through the automated processes that we've developed and really refined over the years with the software called Go High Level, which we now have our own white label called conversionpro.io. We're going to showcase and bring those forward and really just show you the way that we've taken what we've learned, what's working for us to really help service providers, coaches, content creators, agency owners really just get better quality leads, attract those leads, and convert those leads. So that being said, Nina, yeah, let's push forward, right?
Yeah, one thing I do want to say before we move into the next slide, which if you want to pull it up, feel free. Let's do it. But we'll never bring to market or showcase something that we haven't done before in terms of funnels, in terms of marketing, in terms of is this profitable before we share it with our audience. And I feel like that's not true in a lot of cases here online. People are pushing Go High Level and they don't really know how to use it because they want to get either that affiliate commission or they want to get their own white label version, but they don't really know how to teach it to their audience. And something that we really are trying to do here is showcase how beautiful the entire marketing system is and how you can put it inside of your own business through either snapshots that we provide, through Conversion Pro that has all the snapshots pre-built. We just want to help you make money and we want to help you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, because at the end of the day, that's what marketing is moving people from cold to close or warm to close, whatever channel you're going through, organic to close seamlessly. And if we can't help you do that, we're not doing our jobs. So with that being said, JP, I think we're good for the next slide.
Yeah, so ultimately what you're going to learn during this marketing workshop is we're just going to cover the power of sales funnels, the key components of a high converting sales funnel, the automation, so the secret to scaling that we've learned to build predictable revenue over the years, and also how our software can simplify all that for you with literally the click of a mouse and a one-to-one onboarding call in less than 7 days. So yeah, that's pretty much the overarching there. And Nina, do you want to start with the basics or you want me to hop in?
Yeah, so let's start with the basics. We love that. I know there's a lot of people that are kind of in the newer space. So we're talking to people that are anywhere from like, 0 to 10K a month. And we've worked with people that are doing over 100K per month. And I want to explain what exactly a sales funnel is, because even large businesses that are doing 100, 200, 300K, even 400K a month that I've spoken to don't really understand the foundations of sales funnels and why it's necessary inside of business. But a sales funnel is the journey your prospects takes from the moment they first interact with your brand to the point they make a purchase and even beyond. A well-designed funnel guides your prospects step by step, addressing their needs, explaining their objections, and ultimately just leading them to convert. The better the funnel, the more conversions, the more sales. And you'll see this through the processes that we talk about. It's really like we keep saying, copy is the foundation of good funnel. The right message in front of the right eyes at the right time is what's going to help people move seamlessly through the sales funnel. And it really does take, speaking to people at different stages of the funnel, JP. So I'll pass it over to you to go through the AIDA model.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we hop in though, I just wanted to just showcase a little bit of a story, right? Because I think it's very easy in today's world to get really bogged down by the over complexity of what some of these programs that we've went through, right? They say, oh, like strap on this multi-step funnel and it can get very complex very quickly, right? And that's one of the things that we've really optimized and really worked towards here at Scaling Lean is figuring out when to deploy those more complex sales funnels and more go deeper and into the mid to bottom of funnel level of assets inside of your funnel. Because oftentimes you may not have enough data or you may not have enough feedback in order to push forward in those directions, but it still is important to have a very structured approach as you're going through the growth phase of your business. So you don't have these up and down revenue months. Just having a strategic approach and knowing when to deploy different styles of funnels or test different styles of funnels based on your feedback is super important. So now we've touched on that a bit, Nina. Yeah, let's absolutely go over the anatomy of a sales funnel.
And before we, JP, could I just throw this in here? I feel like before we get into this, it's really honed in. A lot of times people have way too many things going on inside of business. It's like they're over complexifying is how we say it. They overcomplicate the funnel system and they have people going kind of chaotically through their marketing process because they have the high ticket funnel, the low ticket funnel, the challenge funnel, the this, and people don't know what to buy. So when a lead enters the ecosystem, they're kind of stuck in like the awareness phase or they're stuck in the consideration phase, which we'll walk through right now. But it's like they don't really know what you're selling because you're confusing them through this process because you're offering way too many things rather than just sticking to like something that works and then having like a streamlined process for the buyer's journey, which we're about to explain.
Yeah, absolutely. So no matter what type of funnel that you're utilizing, and we're going to go over a few different styles in just a moment here. Really, the anatomy of the sales funnel is the very top of funnel, which is your awareness, where you're attracting that right audience to your offer or to your product or service. And then that person will then move into the consideration phase where you're going to be nurturing and educating that person on what you do and how your brand or business will help them solve their problem. Then ultimately, after they consume what we like to say between 15 and 21 touch points of different marketing material or content, then they're going to be in the decision phase. And these are like your bottom to your mid to bottom level funnel awareness pieces that are kind of the things that make them tip over the edge and make that decision. And then they're going to convert from prospects into customers. And then you have your post purchase, which is really retaining that client that bought, whether that's a low ticket item, mid ticket item, or a high ticket item into a higher ticket item or a recurring item. You're going to be retaining and upselling those clients, cross-selling those clients as they go through that journey.
And I feel at the post purchase, a lot of times there's not a seamless onboarding process, whether it's a membership or whether it's a high ticket product or a low ticket product. It's kind of like, here's an email with the information that you need, and that's it. There's not really like checkpoints to keep people engaged. And something that we do say with the post purchase inside of this AIDA model or this, buyer's journey model is the mirror effect. It takes 21 touch points or 4 to 7 hours of content consumed to get people to move into your product. It should be 15 to 21 touch points slash 4 to 7 hours of content consumed after to really ensure that they have that kind of, strong onboarding where they're going to be bought into the product, service, and offer, especially at a high ticket level.
Yeah. So before we push on to a few of the more common mistakes that we've identified with working with over probably over 200 clients at this point at a high level, what is the biggest thing that you feel is holding you back? Is it more of the attraction marketing on top, which is your content or your videos or your like what is that thing in the awareness piece that is holding you back? Or is it more you have tons of awareness, you have tons of leads, and you don't know what to do with them? And you're trying to figure out what do I have to do in order to get them from awareness to considering me as the decision, as to make the buying decision rather? Or is it more, okay, like I got the awareness, I got the clients, everything's flowing predictably, but I could use more revenue, and I think I'm not really doing a good job of upselling or cross-selling the clients that are in my system. I'm curious to learn. Drop a comment below. Is it more the awareness, the consideration and decision piece, or is it more of the like post-purchase upsell part that you believe you could help get more help with in order to get more predictable revenue inside of your business?
Yeah. Can we answer the awareness real quick before we move forward?
Totally.
Yeah. So we can actually pinpoint for each of these stages of like what's happening, what's not happening. So for the awareness stage, it's number one, your message is off, meaning the person who's seeing you for the first time isn't clear about who you are and what you do. The who you are doesn't matter as much as what you do for your clients. If you're doing it organically, the second thing is you're not posting enough. So whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or XYZ, you could post, or you could send messages. Those are the two ways to grow organically. It's get on social media, post 3 to 5 times a day. It's going to be a lot of time output. Send as many messages as you can. If you're running paid advertising and you're not getting that traction, same thing for the messaging. The messaging is not clear. Your offer is not really showcased. People don't really know exactly what you're doing for them. Or number two, you're not spending enough. So that's clarifying, like that's what you need to do in the awareness stage in order to drive more leads into your ecosystem. Dial in your messaging, showcase your offer correctly, post more or spend more. In terms of the consideration phase, it's really having like automated SMS and email going out, nurturing them with congruency from what did they click on, what are they looking for, and are you giving them the right marketing assets that are proven that's going to convert them? In the decision phase, it's being able to articulate your offer clearly and the value of your offer for the price that you're asking. So, do you have anything to add on top of that, JP?
No, you nailed it. Yeah, I'm curious to hear where people are really hitting that bottleneck. Is it the content and just getting out there, or is it like the system side and automatically nurturing? Yeah. So love that, Nina.
Yeah, awesome. So let's address some common and the biggest mistakes that can sabotage a funnel success. So the first thing that we see, and I think I just explained this too, it's lack of clarity in messaging. If your message isn't clear, your prospects won't understand the value of your offer. So when you ask for $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, they're going to be like, what? Why? Or they're not even going to book a call. Then there's also poor lead nurturing. If you don't nurture your leads, they're going to lose interest and drop the funnel. And what we call this a leaky funnel, fragmentation funnel. People will come in and they'll just never consume your content again. They'll unsubscribe from your emails because they don't really understand like what they're going to get for being, spammed by your emails and text messages. There's also no follow-up. And our whole thing is fortune is in the follow-up. We always talk about the 4, 45, 50 rule of like, or 4, 5, 45, 50 rule, where it's 5% of leads are going to convert right away. You should put your energy on 45% of the people that come through your door, and 50% of those people will never buy. A lot of times people don't focus on that 45%. They don't do the proper follow-up. So like hot leads or warm leads or very interested leads will drop off and lose interest because you're not reminding them of who you are, what you're doing, what you're doing, what you're doing. And it's like what we're doing here. We have a couple of people on this live today. It's like we're showing you exactly what we're doing, automation, why we do it, how we do it, and how you can do it inside of your business. Which leads into number 4, which is lack of automation. Trying to manage your funnel manually can be overwhelming and insufficient. And this is where automation comes in. And this is a perfect example. So I was speaking to a woman who was really big into organic. Again, you don't need paid advertising to really grow your business. You need to have the time to like put out organic. She was doing like 3 to 5 videos a day, happy doing it. She wanted to do it, but one of her reels went viral and people were commenting and commenting and commenting, and she didn't have automation behind it to move interested parties through the funnel or even to the next step of the funnel. And she was like, I'm pulling my hair out because I wish I had something in place before that happened. And automation could even take care of that if you are on social media like Instagram or Facebook. If someone comments or if someone hits your story or XYZ, you could have like a workflow behind it to really just nurture the leads at the way you're supposed to nurture them to convert them. So I'll pass it to you, JP.
Absolutely love that, Nina. Yeah, there's a few comments here. Jen Gumble says definitely number 2. That was when we were going on the previous slide with consideration as Jen Gumble's what she was saying, I think. Ross says, should you do organic posting and then see what performs the best and use the best posts as the ad? Absolutely, man. Organic is your testing ground for virtually everything, right? Your message, your offers, your photos. Like we do a lot of photo testing and really everything. The more content you can create, the more testing you can do, right? So absolutely. So just wanted to touch on a few little micro stories with a few of these big mistakes that we've identified, right? And I think the lack of clarity, Nina, I love that you put that first because that definitely is the number one, right? And what I mean by that is I remember working with Trevor and Alex in particular. They were doing a lot of things inside of their business, right? They had a really awesome offer. They were doing content. I think they were doing content editing offer. They were doing call scheduling. They had a really nice offer, but what we ultimately helped them in that phase of their business at that point is we really helped them hone into like one thing that they were really good at, which was helping their leads create really compelling content and move them onto a phone call. Where before they were trying to help them sell and do a lot more deeper level activities. So we made that simple shift in their message, and we wound up launching a new offer and doing it was like 100K in like 60 days or something, right? It was unbelievable. And just having that ultimate clarity in their offer gave them confidence and certainty, and also really made it ultra clear who their ideal client avatar was, which pulled those leads out of their ecosystem, out of their email list. And I think at the time it had like 1,300 people on it, and on their TikTok and on their Instagram. So that was a little micro story there. Poor lead nurturing. I really think this boils down to, Nina, like the promo cycle campaigns that we launch, right? So oftentimes, people just aren't making enough offers to their ecosystem or on their social media. And when I hear or see poor lead nurturing, that's what instantly comes into my mind. It's like, oftentimes there's a ton of awareness. People raise their hands, they're just not making offers, right? So that's what comes to mind there. And no follow-up. I think of the many clients that we've helped really clean up their email lists and really even just start sending 1 or 2 emails a week. And then before you know it, now their group's back alive because they're sending people back into their live events. Their content's now getting more engagement because people are more aware of like what's going on inside their ecosystem. Man, we could touch on lack of automation for days here. Like that's a huge one. Simple follow-up campaigns behind every opt-in. Even whenever we have a new agency client, we always deploy a no-show follow-up campaign with an automated follow-up, and generally we're able to get 5 to 10 calls generally, or let's say 3 to 10 depending on the niche. We've seen upwards of 30. So with that being said, yeah, lack of automation is a major one as well, because it's just something that you have to work on once, and then it's good to go forever, right? So didn't know if you want to put any little stories there, Nina, but those were a couple of the big ones that I remember, and just things that came top of mind in some of these bigger mistakes.
Yeah, and I feel like the reality is we can sit here and ask the audience, which I'm going to, like, what do you feel like out of these 4 that you struggle with the most? Please drop a comment below, because we have workflows and things that we can help you with by implementing them inside of Conversion Pro. But realistically, what I see is someone who struggles with one struggles with all, even if they don't see it or feel it. So a lot of times, if like, oh, I'm not doing follow-up, or oh, I don't have lack of clarity in my message, your follow-up's going to suffer, because it's going to trickle into, if you don't have clarity in your message, you're not properly nurturing your leads once they do enter your ecosystem. Therefore, your follow-up sequencing and what you're saying in the follow-up is not working. And you probably don't have it automated if that's the case, because you're not even clear on your message. You probably are not clear on your system either. So when we do audits, it typically is like a trickle effect of like, if one suffers, all suffer, and there's fine tuning that needs to be done in every single aspect of the business.
Awesome. So now that we've touched on some of the bigger mistakes, why don't we highlight some of the highest yielding activities that we've identified? And then in just a moment now, we're going to hop into some of the most high converting funnel strategies that we've deployed as well. So stick with us here. Thanks for tuning in, and drop any comments below. We will be also connecting you with a free asset at the end of this, and stay tuned and let's keep rolling, Nina. So why don't you hop into some of the highest yielding ROI activities?
Yeah, for sure. So sales funnels come in various forms, each designed to achieve specific business goals, whether it's to get more clients, drive more leads, build your community or membership, etc. And what I really feel is like, there's never really a one size fits all. It really comes down to your audience, your copy, your offer, and your sales skills. And at the end of the day, the funnel itself and the structuring of, a 5-step funnel or a low ticket funnel, it's all going to be like a copy and paste that we could put into your business. But when we say it's not copy and paste, one size fits all, it's, you really have to do your due diligence of knowing how to speak to your audience and showcasing that offer, crafting the right copy, and then knowing how to sell to your audience. So there is fine tuning. Like, we've worked with people that are in the, I don't know, television space or the marketing of a podcast space. We've worked with people that are fitness coaches, and really the structure of the funnels a lot of times are the same. But the way that we nurture and put together marketing assets on the back end, there's a lot of differentiating factors that really will like move people over the edge based on the audience that we're talking to. And understanding the different types of sales funnels that we're going to go through will really help you determine which type is the best fit for your business or your product. Today, we're going to break down some of the most common and effective sales funnels, so you can decide for yourself which one really works best for you. So these are the ones that we've seen work really well. I think there's about 5 or 6 of them that we're going to go through, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, JP?
Absolutely. So let's push on to our first funnel. I think this is probably the one that we utilize the most, right, Nina? With most of our clients in all niches, whether that's health, wealth, relationships. Man, accounting, like all the things, right? So really the first one is your lead generation funnel. And the goal of this is converting your leads or on social media or prospects on social media into paying customers, right? So touching back to the awareness levels, we're going to go from awareness to consideration, decision to purchase. And the way we're going to do that is through a high converting opt-in page, a sales page or a VSL, and then a checkout page if you're low ticket, or a call calendar page if you're high ticket. So, Nina, do you want to touch on that any different way? Like, I mean, we've utilized ebooks, checklists. You can utilize, webinar replays like this one we're on right now, playbooks, different types of master classes, right? We've utilized survey funnels, right? Like there's all types of different lead generation funnels out there.
Yeah. So the good thing about a lead generation funnel is a quick win for your client or I should say prospect, a quick win for your prospects that are coming through the door to keep them engaged, whether it is a video sales letter or it's an ebook or it's a survey or it's a quiz to find out the answer. It's putting them on the list so they can further get nurtured to book a call, join your membership, but you want them to be engaged and you want them to see the value in a quick win with the lead generation funnel. That's really how I see it.
Yeah, the thing that's so nice about the lead generation funnel too is it gives you a lot of feedback really quickly in most cases. So what I mean by that is just this week we deployed our call setting script, right? Our SOP. And that is a perfect asset to utilize with any type of lead generation funnel, because ultimately what it allows you to do is reach out to that lead that is opting in and make sure they've got that value resource, ebook, masterclass, guide, VSL funnel, or VSL rather, whatever you're giving them. Reach out to them, just make sure they got it, and then ask them a few questions to gain feedback on whether your offer is resonating with them, how you could support them, and or move them to a strategy session if they're really like aligned with some of the questions that we put in that SOP. If you haven't gotten the SOP yet, just drop a call setting SOP below, and we'll definitely shoot that over to you. We've released it inside of our communities and everything. And I think at this point we've got like 50 opt-ins. We're running it till the end of the week, and we're actually doing $100 giveaway with that. Not to kind of derail the conversation here, Nina, but that is a perfect asset that lines up perfectly with the lead generation funnel.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do love that you're giving examples after each of them. So we'll do that for all of these that we've seen, okay? So anyone who's watching, whether it is you are running a webinar funnel, lead generation funnel, etc., we'll tell you exactly the kind of results that we've gotten from each based on the list sizes, etc., that we have. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, JP.
All right.
Awesome. So the webinar funnel, which is actually weirdly enough, we don't really run webinar funnels for our own business, but we do with our clients' businesses and they crush every single time. I don't think we've ever run a webinar, JP, where we haven't, it's between 7 and 14 days, everyone who's watching this. But I don't think we've ever run one where people haven't seen like massive results on the other end, whether it is just getting leads through the door and always, and I will say always, revenue collected. So the webinar funnel is perfect for high ticket products or services, where educating your audience is the key to making a sale. The process begins with getting people to register for your webinar, where you will provide valuable content that also demonstrates the need for your product or service. After the webinar, there's always follow-up emails to help convert the attendees into customers, often with a specific offer or a limited time discount. So there's a lot of urgency and scarcity. There's a lot of offer stacking and everything like that inside of the webinar. And with this example, we've been able to, this is the one that with Alex and Trevor, that we were able to build a brand new offer, launch it to their list of 1,300 people, which only like 800 people were active within the past couple of months. And they were able to pull out $34,000 in just 5 days. It was really awesome. Like another example with the webinar funnel was with our client, Marissa. We put together a beautiful webinar, launched it. It was a 4-day secret webinar, secrets webinar, with the 4th day was like the big reveal of the overarching secret. And she had her highest cash collected month ever. And it's really just knowing how to speak to your audience and having all the automation on the back end do the work for you once people opt in, get people to show up, get people to either book a call or hit checkout right away. And it's like, great. Now people are already nurtured. They watched everything because of those promises that you were making through the entire series. And they took action based on what you told them to do. So I do love the webinar funnel. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, ultimate rock star, I think, is Eric, man. Eric Forner. That guy's a legend with the webinars, brings the juice, always high energy. If you can ever catch a webinar with Eric Forner, he's definitely the man too. Multiple low ticket, multiple like 5-figure launches with that fellow there. So he's definitely one of our better clients that we've had the opportunity to work with as well in that space. Um, yeah, so that's awesome, Nina. The webinar funnel definitely does take a little more work, but it does give you a ton of great feedback. But it does have a little bit of a delay because there's just a little bit more uncertainty of who's going to show up. You don't have that direct feedback with the client as easy as you do as just doing a hop on the call strategy session or having someone purchase a product and just hopping on the phone immediately. So there is a little bit of a delay, and it does take a bit more work to really refine that process in. So it's something that I would probably say takes you probably the better part of 60 to 90 days to really hone in, do a couple launches and see what's working. I mean, this right here is a version of a webinar. So we'll probably refine this over time if it's a hit and keep going, right?
Yeah.
So
And the beautiful thing about the webinar funnel too is after that 60 to 90 days, if it does see traction, if you are finding that, you're able to deliver very well, you can evergreen the material. So you can just put it in and it's not real. I'll say this, there's a lot of people out there that say like the set and forget model, like once you play something, it's good. But you can run it automatically for like months and not even have to touch it until, you see the conversion metrics dropping off. And that's why I do love the webinar funnel. It's once the message is clear and people are converting into clients and customers, you could simply record it and just put it up for an evergreen model until you have to refine it.
yeah, now that you say that, I've kind of spaced on it. Kirsty Sheldon absolutely crushes it with the automated webinars and live webinars too. She's had 6-figure launches, right? Multiple 6-figure launches. So definitely a really good model once you get it honed in 100%. Not to go too deep there, let's push on to the next one, Nina. Offer launch funnels.
Well,
So go ahead.
no, go.
I think the best way to display this, Nina, is a lot of the clients we worked with with CBF, right? Like all the clients that we were working in the 0 to 10K range to really help them get a ton of feedback and maximize sales based on their immediate audience on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, from an email list. It gives you the opportunity to really launch a new offer and get hyper fast feedback, which allows you to iterate quickly, iterate your offer quickly, iterate how you're helping your clients in one-to-one, group, hybrid formats, how you're building your course. So yeah, really you have a pre-launch model, you launch, and then you post-launch where you refine that process. And the key features of this or tools are your teaser content, your email sequence, and countdown timers. Those are definitely some features as you begin. But oftentimes with CBF, Nina, it was like you just get a free Calendly and you just start ripping content, making offers on social media in your group and stuff like that, right? So I absolutely do love the offer launch funnel. It's the best place for everyone to start if you're in that 0 to 10K range.
Yeah, I also think that it's very surpassed or missed when people are doing over 100K plus for their coaching business. You can still do a product launch or offer launch funnel, but it doesn't like you don't want to do it around your main offer. So what you can do is like say you want to do like a mid-ticket offer, you want to do a low-ticket offer, or even just a free giveaway like what we did this week. It's just like causing hype around something and doing the proper promotions around it in order to gain that traction. And you can use like a product launch funnel or an offer launch funnel to funnel people into your hire, which is like the ascension model that we always talk about. Um, but with that being said, JP, I think that's going more so into the tripwire funnel, but I feel like they play into each other of like the offer launch and the tripwire as well.
Yeah. So when I think of the tripwire funnel, Nina, I think about someone that's buying a low ticket product and then really converting them into a high ticket product, right? And that can be a free lead magnet as well. Kind of is like a lead generation funnel in a way, but this is more hyper focused on really moving someone from that initial lead magnet or low ticket purchase, like little problem solving offer, for instance, like our SOP that we've launched, right? And really accelerating them into an agency offer or a recurring offer or a high ticket product. in like a 14 to 30-day window. So this does work perfect with low cost products, upsell pages, offer bumps, and stuff like that to really nail down. And this kind of leads into the next one as well, which we'll get to in just a moment here, which is like your break even funnel, right? Yeah.
Yeah, is that the one that's next?
Perfect. One thing I would say about a tripwire funnel, it's kind of like a challenge funnel, right? It's like where you're, I don't know if we put that on here, Nina, but challenge funnels are, I'd say, a pretty good example of a tripwire funnel, because you're getting someone into generally an under $100 product, and then you're doing like a 5-day challenge, and then really sending them into your higher end back end. And again, with the case studies, I mean, Christy Sheldon just did a huge launch. I think it was near 6 figures with a challenge funnel. Eric's another rock star with the challenges, absolutely went through a lot of training, spent a lot of time refining the processes with us and him. He's got a really good strategy behind challenge funnels, did multiple 6 figures with that model. So yeah, that's definitely a good example of a tripwire, I say, yeah.
Yeah, and I know we're going really surface level, but also deep at the same time with a different type of funnels, but it all plays into the idea of automation. And I feel like the only thing that my brain is talking about subconsciously as we're going through this is automation is so crucial in order to make every single one of these funnels move. And we're going to get deeper into that. So if you are looking for the automated side of things, like stay with us. We're still here. We're really just walking through like the kind of funnels that you could have like success with in the online space and what we've seen success with. So stick around if that is what you're looking for, the automation side.
Love it. Um, yeah, so we have utilized these to build recurring revenue. I think that was the one thing that you added on this slide, Nina. So like a school community, exclusive content, community access, those type of things. That's also a great example of a tripwire funnel that will self-nurture to that next level of offer that you have, the next bigger problem that you have. So on top of that, and if you have any questions, certainly drop them below. But we have the next one is your free trial funnel. Nina, do you want to touch on that one real quick?
Yeah, for sure. So I think that last slide was supposed to be membership, so my apologies for making a mistake. I was up late making this slide. But for the free trial funnel, it's ideal for like software businesses. It's also ideal, which is like what we're doing right now with Conversion Pro, but it's also ideal for like a membership, right? Or any service where there's value is best demonstrated through use. I see it a lot with the membership funnel as well. The funnel begins with offering a free trial of your product or your service. And once the user signs up, the key is to engage them effectively during the trial period. And you're going to use onboarding emails and in-app messages or in community messages to guide the users through features and benefits of your product or your service, leading them to see the value. And that's the whole idea here is you really want them to see the value and see where they could use it inside of their business or their life. And as a trial period comes to the end, you present them with the offer to convert them into a paid plan, often sweetened with a limited time discount. So
Yeah, this is usually the best with like SaaS products. Health, you can do health. I've seen health apps utilize this for like use our health app for 30 days. I think we've actually deployed that in the past. I think we've utilized it with crypto offers too, of some sort, or some type of free trading app, if I remember correctly, Nina, and it worked really well. So yeah, the free trial funnel is definitely good because it really gets someone into the product, and it allows them to utilize it and then really convert into a low ticket buyer in most cases, which just helps you build recurring revenue. So
we've even done this, JP, with high ticket offers. So how we used to structure offers when people were bringing them out to market for the first time is do your first couple of sessions for free and then ascend those clients into this product or service that you have or the offer that you have. So if you are like really looking to get a new offer off the ground, whether it is like a new offer strapped on to a high ticket offer that already works, is give it away for free for the first couple of members, get those case studies and testimonials, and then ascend those people who are already loyal fans and loyal buyers into a new product or service.
absolutely, absolutely. So let's push on, Nina. Self-liquidation funnel. I would say this is definitely probably one of the more advanced funnels that you usually build. What I mean by that is the objective of this funnel is mostly based around paid advertising from the use case we've utilized. And it's really to just break even on your ad spend, right? So you're ultimately getting free leads, because in today's world of Facebook marketing or paid advertising in general, it's just getting a little bit more challenging to break even with with paid advertising in some senses, unless you are running a VSL funnel. So this would be ideal for folks that are a bit more advanced, have their offers super dialed in. And what I mean by that is they have their ideal client avatar mastered. They've got multiple pillars within their offer where they can ultimately serve or deliver multiple frameworks effectively, right? And then ultimately this creates a problem resolution, problem resolution, problem resolution in a 3 to 4 step fashion, to really serve the client and get them again to the high ticket product. But it's more of like a process where you're trying to really break even with your ad spend, and also provide value, obviously, is the number one thing all the time, right? So definitely more of an advanced funnel, but this is where everyone in the big folks that we've followed and where we've pushed forward in our business, it's really where the cream of the crop and the ultimate offer winds up, right, Nina?
Yeah, and if anyone's wondering what that looks like, when I think of the self-liquidating offer, I don't know if it is true, but I think of Russell Brunson's his book funnel. So it's like the one book, then it's like, okay, the book is free, but then you have to pay for the book shipping. Oh, get all 3 books for free. And I don't know the exact structure, but I know going through that funnel, there's a series of upsells and downsells and cross sells and XYZ that really just makes sense through the entire process. And you end up spending like $400 at the end of the funnel when you opted in for a free book. So that
Yeah.
whole like cost is going to cover like your lead coming through the door. So that's really the idea of a self-liquidating funnel. It's like a low ticket funnel that's really just covering the cost of the ads. So you could send those people into a higher ticket offer, excuse me.
Yeah, and it's also advanced level automation on the back end of this as well, because you have multiple steps inside of that funnel to send people to the other products or services. So generally these funnels take 90 days to 6 months to really refine down and hone in. A lot of branding goes into it, a lot of graphic design, heavy copy base behind the VSLs and stuff like that. So it definitely does take some time, but it's something that will completely change the game in your business. We're actually really pushing forward hard with this inside of Scalingly now. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can kind of flow through the last of the slides, which is the high ticket funnel, which is really the cream of the crop for scaling lean for the clients that we work with. A high ticket funnel is really a video sales letter funnel, and it's designed for selling premium products or services, typically at a range of 1,000 or more. We ask that our clients are selling anywhere from $2,500 or more because it's going to cover the cost of ads. And it starts with lead generation, where you attract prospects through content like, webinars, case studies, or high value downloads. And then you just qualify these leads to ensure that they're a good fit for your offering. And it's going to involve a survey or an application, whichever you choose to call it. And the qualified leads. So the whole process is get them through a video sales letter or a webinar, typically a video sales letter. After the video sales letter, when they know who you are, what you do, what your offer is, how you help your clients, and the proof of concept, survey or application pops up. After they fill out that survey or application, it directs them to either checkout or a booked call, depending on, how you sell. Typically, it's a strategy call with our clients. One call close is how we go about it with our clients. So anything else on top of that, JP?
No, you got it there. So of these funnels that we've covered so far, which is the one that you utilize the most inside your business? Which one is the most intriguing, and which one do you believe will serve your audience better? Definitely drop that below. I'd love to hear it. Again, like Nina mentioned, we usually use the lead generation funnel or the high ticket funnel just because it helps us recover and get feedback the fastest, recover our ad spend and get our feedback the fastest. But we also have utilized all of these different strategies with different type of retargeting campaigns, different type of different type of low ticket offer launches, I should say, mid ticket offer launches, right? They're all meant to be used in a certain way. And that's why we utilize automation, which we're about to push into in a moment here. That's why it's so important, because you can define where your leads are, segment your list, segment your data, and really have a good understanding of how you can serve those leads more effectively with these different type of funnels that we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. And choosing the right funnel really depends on your business goals. And I want to hone in on that idea. It's like, what are your goals for your business? Like, if it is, I'm really good at sales and I just need more sales calls, typically, video sales letter to vetting your clients or your prospects to getting them on the call is the best way to go. If it's just to get leads through the door, great. Maybe we could do a low ticket funnel and then do an ascension model or a challenge funnel or a webinar funnel, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But think about where your audience is inside of their journey. Are they just getting to know you or are they ready to buy? And don't be afraid to implement any of the funnels that we've talked about above and test different types of funnels, excuse me, to see which one works best for your specific situation and your audience. Sometimes the best results come from a combination of several funnels inside of the ecosystem, but our whole goal is to make sure that one works before strapping on another funnel to it. Because like I said in the beginning of this entire training or this live training, people will get confused if there's too many options on the table. So don't have 30 different funnels where there's not one clear call to action or one clear offer that people can take, because they're typically not going to move exactly how you want them to move unless you tell them how to move throughout the entire marketing process.
Absolutely love that, Nina. And before we do push into why automation, right? If you want to drop your funnel below here and you want us to do a review of it, drop it in the comments. We'd love to not only allow you to share that inside the community and get feedback on it from other members, but we'd also love to have a look and give you a few tips on some different ways that you can enhance your opt-in page, your headline. We can do a funnel audit for you. No big deal. Drop that below in the comments. I do have a couple people here DMing me right now with some pretty cool ideas with different types of funnels that we're going through here. So that's super awesome. And yeah, drop them below. Like we love to share that. And yeah, so let's push into, Nina, why automation, right? Like what is the real reason behind all this, like that we're talking about? Like it's important to have funnels and all that fun stuff, but it's also really important to have the tech side super dialed in too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And before we even dive into why automation is the bread and butter of a scalable business, I love automation. We're working on different workflows for every single aspect of our business. But I have a couple of questions for our audience that's watching. Have you ever put out a post on social media like Facebook or Instagram and it went viral, like the story I said before? There were hundreds of comments and you simply just could not get to every single hand raiser because there were just way too many comments and people kept commenting and kept getting back to them and it was just too much. Have you ever had leads opt into the system and you weren't calling them on the back end or sending them emails or phone numbers or texts? And I'll give a perfect example here. The other day I went through like 15 funnels. I went through 15 Google ads and I gave them my information just to see what was happening on the back end. I got one phone call out of 15 businesses. I got one text message out of 15 businesses. I think I got 2 emails out of the 15 businesses that I opted in for. So it's not something, like we think that everyone has it, JP. Not everyone has that. Have you ever gotten on a phone call with a very interested prospect just to never hear from them again? That's a big one. Have you ever had somebody book a call with you and then they no-showed you? That's also a big one. Or book an appointment and they didn't show up. Those are all things that automation can really solve inside of a business. Or have a really good client that really loved working with you, but you didn't get a case study or testimonial, even though their results were massive based on the work that you guys did together. That also could be automated. So that's a little bit why automation is so important, no matter what funnel it is that you're using inside of your business. So automation is really the secret sauce that makes your sales funnel more effective and efficient. It will save you time. It reduces so much manual effort and ensures that your leads are consistently nurtured in the right way in order to convert. This leads to improved conversion rates. And as your business grows, automation allows you to also scale your efforts without scaling your workload.
Love that. Keep pushing there. You got it. Yeah, I mean, so you definitely just went off there. I love that. And it's super important to have the back end dialed in, because if when you do get that big influx, if you're not maximizing on your opportunity or have a strategy that will follow up with your leads, no matter if they're leads, they booked a call, they didn't show up for a call, they were sent a proposal but are thinking about it, they became a buyer, and you want the feedback to make sure they're getting the result. All those stages need to be automated to make your life easier and make your revenue as predictable as possible and allowing you to impact your audience at the highest level as well, right? So with that being said, let's push forward into more of the automation side, and then do have a call here coming up with a client, so you kind of have to
Wrap it
push.
up.
It's all good.
Awesome. So let's just hop into it. Like, why are we going through everything that we're going through? But what if I told you that there was a simple way to automate your business, automate your sales funnel, and have your audience turning into leads and those leads into buyers? Is that something that's going to interest the people that are watching here? I think right now we actively have 10 people on here, or we have 9.
Been pretty stable. Yeah. Love you guys.
What we want to do is everybody in the coaching space, and I'm going to say almost everybody because I had one person yesterday tell me what is Go High Level. Everybody really knows what Go High Level is. It's not a secret that it's one of the best automated platforms on the market for coaching industry, service industry, brick and mortar industry, etc. And they don't know how to actually leverage it. And I want to really just introduce a tool, if you haven't heard that we've been pushing about Conversion Pro, a tool that can really automate and optimize your entire funnel. It's an all-in-one funnel builder designed to make your process of creating and managing your sales funnel as simple as possible. It offers automation, lead generation, and comprehensive analytics to track your funnel's performance. And there's also 24/7 support to help you every step of the way. And the reason that we talk about Conversion Pro, which is our white label version of Go High Level, is because when you open Go High Level, it's a blank canvas. It's really just you open it and you're to build custom values, you're to build the funnels, you're to build the automation, the Zapier integrations, all of that fun stuff that comes with the tech side that when we started with Go High Level, I had no idea about. It was something that, ground up build. We had to figure it out ourselves over the past, 3.5 years using it, JP? So what we're doing is we're giving all of our funnels away. Every single funnel that we talked about above, the webinar funnel, the low ticket funnel, the high ticket funnel, the lead generation funnel, the sales funnel, the 5-day challenge funnel, etc., pre-built and ready to go inside of Conversion Pro. This is with all pre-built automation, SMS and email automation, pre-built templates, pre-built email, everything, promos, everything that you need in order to be successful with whatever funnel that you launch. And I know that we talked a little bit about our client results before, but these are the exact funnels that we have deployed inside of our clients' businesses, like Alex and Trevor, who was able to collect $34,000 in just 5 days. Eric Forner, who was able to do he did $750,000, right, in just 10 months. And Marissa May, who was able to collect $13,500 in just 5 days post-launch of the funnel. These are the funnels that we want to give to you if you are to go into Conversion Pro. It's a 30-day free trial, and we'll even help you with onboarding. So with that being said, JP, I'm going to pass it over to you. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I mean, we definitely just want to pre-frame this that we've done a lot of work over the years, and we've evolved with Go High Level for a very long time. And it's a system that is amazing if it's utilized properly. And really the big thing that we've found is that the people that we work with that have Go High Level, oftentimes when they come into scaling lean, is they're not very organized. They have things kind of all over the place. They're not very structured. Maybe their email isn't delivering that the best. Maybe their phone isn't set up the right way, or maybe it isn't set up at all. And what we've done here is really streamlined, taken all the guesswork out of getting you ramped into your system, providing you with a user guide within the first 7 days of coming into the software. Whether you opt in for the 30-day trial and just go away and never come back, you're still going to get the one-on-one onboarding 100% for free, right? So we want to make sure that the people are utilizing Conversion Pro IO / Go High Level to the best ability. And the other thing is you have the ability to leave our agency if you absolutely wanted to. So we just want to push this knowledge forward to make sure that people are utilizing the software at its highest potential, which will ultimately allow us to scale our business, because it'll get our name out saying that Scaling Lean is an awesome company. They gave us all these amazing funnels, all these amazing workflows, all these email templates. They provided all that to me in a 30-day free trial and gave me one-on-one onboarding for nothing. Right? That's ultimately what we want to do, because our goal is to get folks into our agency and into our higher ticket products, just like all the things that we just said to you. So That's really the impact that we're trying to create here, and how we're trying to support our people. We're spending literally thousands of dollars. We've opted into services that are just for providing that onboarding white label support for those people. We've invested in high level VAs that we're paying near multiple thousands of dollars every month to architect our system and help us really refine and deploy this for our people, right? And ultimately, we're building that so the agency will be the ultimate buyer and will create longevity inside of our system.
Wait, can
So
I
it's
just add
fun.
something here? Because I feel like
Absolutely.
a lot of people, when I get on sales calls, right, I talk to a lot of business owners over time. A lot of people are flooding our system, whether it is through DMs or whether it is through sales calls. People want to work with Scaling Lean, and not everybody is cut out for the agency model. We are very selective. We only take on 6 to 8 clients a month with our agency model, and not everybody is a good fit because they're not spending $3,000 or more on paid ads per month, which is totally fine. But our whole goal here is to really just bring to market what we've been doing for our higher ticket clients and make it accessible for people that are doing 5, 10, 15, $20,000 per month, and they're really ready to take their business to the next level. And like, you don't need every single funnel in order to be successful. But what if there was just one funnel inside of Conversion Pro that could really take your business to double its revenue, double its call volume, or even double its leads? That's what our goal is to be here for. We no longer really serve the masses inside of our business. We don't really go out there and we're not trying to land every single client that comes through the door, but we do want to help any person that we can. And that's why we are providing a 30-day free trial. If you don't like it, you do not have to stick with conversionpro.io. And if you do want full on support with it, we do include a community inside of Skool that will really help you get the most out of the platform with coaching and everything like that. So there are a lot of benefits of joining Conversion Pro rather than just being inside of Go High Level. It's pre-built, it's pre-templated, it's proven with multiple 7 figures run through it, and you get the support that you need in order to make tech easy. And I think that's the biggest thing here is no matter what funnel you have above, it's going to come with tech. It's going to come with brokenness because tech always breaks. What is the easiest way to fix it? It's being inside of the Conversion Pro community and having support 24/7 by our team helping you through the processes.
Yeah, absolutely. And inside the Skool community, we're also bringing forward a lot of the SOPs that we use on a daily basis as well, like the call extraction SOP and the email broadcast SOP that sure, Go High Level will support you and tell you how to send a broadcast, but we're actually showing you how to build smart lists so you can pull the highest people that are clicking and opening your emails and keeping your email health up. These little ninja tricks, we're dropping all those little SOPs inside of our community as well. And it's only $29 a month. So,
Yeah. But one thing I will say about this is if people are looking to transition, say you already have Go High Level, because a lot of people that we speak to already have Go High Level, our team will help you do a full migration from Go High Level into Conversion Pro and bring all of your pre-existing assets into the platform. So that's something that I know that a couple of people were worried about. I don't think that's going to be a problem whatsoever. Our tech team is really locking bolt when it comes to helping you hit your goals and bring everything over in order to move into the next phase of growth and scale.
yeah, and they've really made it easy to transfer in and out as well. So, I mean, it's really not a huge deal, like on that end as well. It's really just getting the infrastructure in your business, and then you can decide what you want to do, right? It's amazing. And the other thing that I failed to mention, which does come up a lot on my onboarding calls, Nina, is like you guys really do good with tracking things, right? And we include our entire master tracking template, which we charge $97 for, as part of the onboarding for free as well. So we're giving you an entire foundation or conversion engine for your business, no matter where you are. And we've effectively utilized the system up to 115K a month. So it's built for a 7-figure business. We can stand behind that. And it's been used in service, coaching, all types of different niches, right? So with that being said, Nina, probably could wrap this one up here. It was amazing that you all stayed all the way to the end. This is a great workshop here. And yeah, Nina, do you want to have any last words to put on top?
Yeah, if you are interested in just seeing what Conversion Pro is all about, all you have to do is drop a hashtag sales below, and we will send you over the link with the 30-day free trial. And we'll even send you over the one-on-one onboarding link to make sure that you get up and running and inside of Conversion Pro with no blips or no questions. With that being said, I think we can see you guys next week. Again, if you want any of the assets that we talked about, whether it is the Skool community, whether it is Conversion Pro, #sales will open doors for a conversation to see exactly what's next.
All righty. We'll chat with y'all next week, and thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everyone.